Guys, what's going on? This is Cameron, Cam's Garage. For now, that's what the title's still gonna stick as. So here's the engine bay. It is Thursday night. This is when I started the project. I couldn't start the project. There we go. I couldn't start the project until I got an engine hoist from a buddy of ours. Actually, the same guy I got the engine from. Is not going to be putting in his twin turbo until next week. So we have a small window to get this engine out and then get the hoist that's behind me back to him. So let me show you what I've done so far. This is the first night. I started at about 7 o'clock. I had to make it a run to Advanced Auto Parts to dump our oil tub, basically. So because I have to drain the motor oil, the gear oil, and I have to siphon out the power steering from the reservoir. And I couldn't do that because our tank was full. So I had to go dump it in advance at like 6, and I got back, you know, basically started at like 7 o'clock. It is now, let me go see here. It is now 22:55. It's now 10:35. So, you know, 3 hours, basically, 3 hours, 30 minutes. What I've done, it looks kind of like a jumble. You can tell batteries out, induction hoses, radiator is gone, fan is gone, radiator's over there, fans over there, balance tube, induction hoses, battery, fuel rail, fuel filter, see strut bar for the engine goes across is off. And the one thing I'm most happy about is I got the whole engine wiring loom unplugged, everything. The fuse box stays. For any of y'all who are doing the engine swap, do not be fooled. If you buy a new wiring harness like I did, they're not going to give you the whole fuse box. And these wires, so you see right here, this wire, these jumbles of wire run in this plastic casing all the way down, and they go over there, and they're plugs for the rest of the transmission wiring. I have the transmission wiring that was given to me in the package. I also was given this. However, the whole fuse box and everything that goes over here unplugs by these two plugs. So you only get from these two plugs back, and then the transmission wiring back. You do not get the fuse box or the wiring that goes over there. So do not touch that. Just unplug the transmission wiring and unplug these two plugs, and they'll give you the whole fuse box. Or it'll give you all the wiring harnessed away, and the fuse box stays. But moving on from that, I haven't got the coil packs off yet. Right now I'm basically at a stopping point. You know, I'm gonna go inside and go to sleep. I'll come out. My dad prefers me, and I don't see the idea in it, but I guess, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna label coil packs for each cylinder just to try and keep the variables the same. But yeah, so these wiring, the whole engine wiring harness is unplugged completely. NOx sensors, oxygen sensors, VVTi, everything is unplugged. Idle air control is unplugged, and it basically just dwindles down to this one big wiring loom that goes into the firewall. So what you do, obviously you can't get it out of the firewall with the engine room. You take all the stuff here, and what I'm about to do, I just left it out so you guys can see what it is. I take all this stuff and you put it in a plastic bag. You slide a plastic bag over all of it. You tighten it down right at the wiring loom where it all starts to come together, and you basically hold it off on the side or up on the windshield under the hood. And that keeps it out of the way, keeps all the wires from getting caught on like the windshield wipers and other engine parts while you're trying to get it off. Just keeps it all nice and neat. But yeah, that's about it. The only other thing is I have to take the AC belt. I have to take the belt off, and I have to unbolt the whole system and take it off because I'm not gonna take the pressure out. I'm not gonna purge the lines because I don't want to pay for someone to come purge them, and I don't want to really mess with it. So I'm just gonna unbolt it. You set it off to the side. Don't have to purge the lines. Got to take the power steering off and take the reservoir off. Unbolt the motor mounts. unbolt the transmission mounts, unplug the transmission wiring, and unplug these coolant hoses, and unbolt the drive shaft, and take out the exhaust. That is it. That's all I have to do, and then the whole engine comes out. So I will keep you posted. And always, thank you for watching. This is just an update video, but if you liked it, leave a like. And comment if you got any questions or any comments, anything you think you do differently, anything you did do differently in your swap. But definitely, I want to hear from you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you.